So it is recorded, and you will get an email of the recording as soon as we finish. Video takes about 30 minutes to an hour to render, and then you'll get an email. It will also be posted on our YouTube and our Facebook channel for you to watch. And we're excited we're here. Also, we are only as good as the feedback that you give us. So the more questions that you ask during class today, or if there's more training that you'd like to receive, if you can finish the survey that you get at the end of this training, it's very helpful. I am going to try and keep this as consolidated as possible. We'll be on the call today for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then you can get on with your life and running your business. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start sharing my screen with you. This morning I had a couple issues with the screen being blurry. So if you can just go ahead and say, yes, I can see your screen and it's not blurry, we will go ahead and jump right into editing your website. It is blurry. Let's see. Is that more blurry or less blurry? Okay. It's like a delicate balance here, getting it to look right. All right. Is that any better? Perfect. Let's jump in. I think you'll be able to see everything that we're doing. And if you have any questions as we're going, there's no such thing as a silly question. If you have the question, someone else on the line likely has that question as well. And I want to make sure that we're getting everybody really good answers. So without further ado, let's begin. As you're on your website, so your website is going to likely be your IQ username dot yourcompanywebsite.com. If you don't know your website address, you can actually log into your IQ office. You can go up to your name in the upper right-hand corner and go to your profile. And if you scroll down about halfway through that first part is a section that says website address. And you'll go ahead and use that address that's listed there. Once you're on your web address, you're going to scroll to the very bottom of your screen. And there's a section that says IQ Web Login. As you click there, it's going to pop up with a user ID and password. Your user ID and password are the same as your IQ Office user ID and password. And you're going to go ahead and click Login. When you do that, you're going to enter into edit mode, and you know that you're in edit mode because you get this black bar across the top of your screen that says IQ Web Editor. It's got your pages, your menu, your library, all of that information right here at the top. So as you begin, if you have never logged into your website before, you are going to start underneath this design tab. And when you click that design tab, you're actually going to be able to scroll through and see several different designs. So there's over 30 designs in here. And as you click on each design, it's going to tell you a little bit about the design. So one customizable header image, there's an option for video, there's up to 6 call out icons. And as you scroll through, you can actually choose the design that you like the best. Once you've settled on a design that you like, you're going to go ahead and click and make sure you like the color scheme. When you say color scheme, that's the color of the buttons that you're going to have on your site. And you're going to click Use This Design. When you do that, that design is automatically put onto your page that you have currently. So you can see that the design has changed, the buttons are green, and you can actually go in and start to edit that page. When I click on Edit, it's going to pull up these white gray circles with white pencils, and that indicates if that section can be edited. If there is a section that says hide, you have the option to not show that portion on your website. You'll have to confirm that, and then it will show that that call out is hidden. As you make changes, you're going to want to make sure that you hit this green save button anytime that it shows in the upper right-hand corner. How many of you have actually gone through, done a whole bunch of work on a website or a spreadsheet or on a client search, and you forget to hit that save button, and then all is lost? Has anybody else done that? It's probably, Lisa, one of the most frustrating things that I've done. You get all this work done, you didn't hit save, someone calls, you get off your computer shuts down, and you have to start over. So make sure if you see that green save button, you do hit that green save button. If you want to change the header image, you're going to click this gray circle button, and then it's going to show you. So it's going to say, okay, you've got 6 different slides that you can edit. As you click through the slides, you can see that each image is different. And you can easily go in and click change. Once you click change, you have the option to use your own images, or you can also use the images provided by Realistic. There are different areas. There are lifestyle, there are luxury, there are a lot of different options for you here. I'm going to go ahead and put in, let's say, this photo, and it will automatically update that. Below that, it asks if you would like to show that slide or not. When you say yes, you choose if you want to display a caption. And you say, okay, I would like the caption title to be, that's a perfect example of making sure you click the save button. I would like the caption to be, maybe you want this to be a search. Log in to save your search. Log in now. And then you're going to select the IQ link. And I know this is low on your screen, but you can see here the select IQ link. I'm going to have it go to an IQ page. I would like that to go to my portal. Okay, okay, and again, that green save button. So now I can actually see on that last tile, here it is, log in to save your search, log in now, and if I click there, it will take me to that portal page. The other option you have is you can actually go in and you can choose to put a video on this design choice. So I can go in, I can say, okay, I'm going to choose a different video. I want to choose this video of, it looks like badminton. And I can edit the brightness or the darkness of that. I want it to show properties for sale, they're residential, and the minimum list price is $150,000. I do want to show additional search fields by a drop down or a slider. Click OK and save. And now that has been saved. There are templates that you can add video to from YouTube. That's a feature that's coming soon. You should see that released in the next couple weeks, where instead of choosing from one of our videos, you can actually select a tab on there that says choose a YouTube video, so that if you've done a personalized video, you can choose to have that displayed on the website as well. Are there any questions about how to change the header on your website or the design? Again, we logged in, we chose the design, and then we clicked this edit button and started editing that header button. Awesome. I got one no, so we're going to keep on keeping on. As you scroll down, you can edit your menu. You also can edit these tiles. So when you choose a default design, some of these things are programmed in, and some of them are you want to edit. Like these 2 photos are the same. So what you can do is you can actually click that edit button, and editing these panels works very similarly to editing the header image. So if I go in and say, hey, I actually would only like to show 4 panels instead of 6 panels, I can say, all right, panel number 1 is finding a home, discover how the home of dreaming a home can be a reality. Let's get started, my portal. If you don't like that text, so I don't like the text, discover how the dream of a home can become a reality when it's going to take me to a portal. I'm going to say, see what homes are on the market. And I can change that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit each panel. Selling a home, selling as your home is a big deal. And then I'm going to say, contact me to get moving. And then I can, again, change those images the same way I changed that header image. I can choose from my own photos that I have in there, or I can go into the stock images and I can say, all right, I'm going to do a real estate photo and I am going to choose, let's see, this photo. Panel 3, the same thing. Learn more about the area, want to learn more about the Northwest, find out now. Now, I want to also just mention, where do you want this link to go? So these links at the bottom of each of these panels are editable. So I'm going to go in. I don't want this to go to my office's page. Maybe if you're an office admin or staff person or manager or owner, you may want a link to go on the company page to that, but on your agent page, you don't want to redirect people to your offices. So I'm just going to show you quickly. Click on the Select IQ link. It's going to show you the IQ pages. This says lead sources, custom pages, listings, and property management. I'm going to go in and I'm going to choose from a custom page, and I'm going to choose the area information link. Click OK, and now it's going to link through to an area information page. I also can change that image, and maybe you want to put a stock photo of your local area in there. You can choose from this drop down, find your area, and choose from different stock photos that are available from there. So I could actually say, okay, I would like to use this photo in that spot. And then last, contact me. Do you want more information? Where do you want this to go? I can go in and select the link again. I'm going to say, okay, I would like this to be a lead source, agent contact form. Okay. And maybe here I want to put my photo. And then I click OK. Once I do that, I can see I've gone from 6 panels to 4 panels, all these things, see what homes are on the market, selling your home's a big deal, learn more about the area, and again, that green save button. And so I'm going to click that green save button. So far we've gone through choosing your design, editing your panels, and now I just want to briefly talk about if you have a new listing section or a video section, how to link those. New listings, you can go in, again, that gray edit button. You can say, hey, I want new listings. I want them to be new within 7 days. I can actually maybe say this is new and reduced. I can choose the price min for these. So I can say, hey, I want them to be between 150 with no max. And I can click OK. So you can actually click and choose the different style of homes. You can change this. You could make this be just open houses. So if you have a new listings feature, you can actually choose that specifically. Isn't it cool, Karen? The other thing underneath that listings that you can do is you can also go in and say, okay, I want to display 7 listings. And click save. And it's going to actually scroll through 7 different listings. Below that, you can say, hey, check out our latest videos. I'm going to edit this. This is pulling from videos from new listings. So I'm going to say, hey, this needs to be new videos that are put into the MLS within 7 days. Here they are. So any listings that have videos or virtual tours attached to them can actually be shown on your website as well. So that, in a nutshell, is how you can edit your main page. There are a couple other things that you do need to know about, though, as you're going through here. One, you're going to start by choosing this design section. 2, you can go in and create your own pages. That's another, I'm going to come back to your question in just a second, Lisa. That's another class, and I recognize a lot of names from this morning, so you can actually go in and you can create custom pages in here. 3, if you're using Facebook or Google Analytics, you can actually go in and you can connect your Google Analytics ID here. Again, I went to advanced, I went down to Google Analytics, and you copy and paste. If you don't know where to find that, click here and it will show you. And the same for your Facebook Pixel ID. So you can actually go in and say, hey, I want to attach my Facebook Pixel. Here's my ID. Here's where you find it. And you can see that information here. So there is a question for those of you that aren't looking in the chat box that says, will this show anyone's listings or any company listings? So that is showing anyone's listing. As part of your IDX feed from MLS, we've all agreed to play nice in the sandbox. And so these listings are actually within the company. So if I click here, this is a YouTube video and this is a Coldwell Banker listing. But some of them are not. So you can actually go in and say, okay, this one's ours, this one's not. They remain on your page. So do you see how it frames it? And it just actually shows the YouTube channel here. So they're not actually getting redirected to a different website. Does that answer your question, Lisa? Awesome. You could say, hey, I want to do just multifamily videos. You can change a description. You can change the title. So this is all customizable. Really cool for people who don't actually have listings. Really good for the company. As people are on your website searching as well, so if I actually go in and I say, hey, let's search nearby, it's going to show me a map of all the listings nearby to my physical location. And I can actually go in and I could say, okay, I want to look at this listing here. When I click on it, I can actually see all of my agent information is here, but this is not my listing. So as I scroll down at the very bottom of this, it meets those MLS requirements that say, hey, this listing was updated as of July 14th. It's provided by Curtis Jasper of Hope Realty. Here's the disclaimer that you need, but any of the lead requests that come through here, because I'm on my website, go to me. The other thing that's really neat about these websites is it takes those listings and it actually says, okay, here's the listing versus the median price in the area. And here is the square footage in the house, square footage price. And do you feel that this is on site? Is it low or high for the market? It links through to Yelp. So you can actually, your clients can go through, or potential clients could actually say, hey, I want to see what's around here. I want to see shopping, or I want to see home services. I can actually see what's close to this listing from here. So that search feature is awesome, especially for people who don't carry listings, because all of these that are provided through IDX show as my list, or as show my information because you're on my website. Does that make sense to everybody? Anna, when you mean any area, do you mean any area like locally, or do you mean any area in the United States? So you're going to actually just be searching through your MLS. So whatever MLS feeds that your company has coming into your website are what you can feed. So my company is licensed in Washington and Idaho. So I can actually go in and I can type Spokane. Washington or county, and I can search for all the homes that are listed for sale in Spokane County as well. So it depends on what the MLS feed from your company is. And many companies have more than one MLS that feed into their IQ office. Awesome. The next thing did that answer your question, Anna? Awesome. The next thing I just want to touch on is editing your menus. So there always is a default menu. So this design has it here. So home, for sale, about me, my portal, what's my home worth, and my blog. You can edit your menu. To edit your menus, you're going to go up to this menus button and you can edit your site menu. So you can actually go in and you can say, okay, I don't want this MLS portal as a menu item, and I can delete it off of there. I can also go in and I could say, okay, I want to add to this About Me menu. And what I'd like to do is I think I would like to go in and add an IQ page. I'm going to call that my profile, and I'm going to say, learn more about me. And I can add that to the menu. But then I also might want to go in and say, I want to add a lead source to that About Me that says contact form. Contact me now. And I can add that to the menu. And then once I click save, I can actually go in. I can see right here from that About Me, learn more about me, or contact me now. So you can edit this menu to look how you would like it to look with the links that you want to add. If you wanted to go in and edit and add a section, you could. You can also link to an outside site if you wanted. So you could say the name was Facebook, and you could actually say, put in your Facebook account here. And I want it to be in a new window and About Me, and I can actually add that to my About Me. I think you have to have HTTP. Now I can actually, you can click through to my Facebook. If I want to edit just this header, I can say, well, Facebook, that doesn't make sense. So I can say connect on social and update. Now, when I go in there, I can actually say, learn more about me, contact me now, or connect on social. Are there any questions about menus or editing? How many of you are currently using your IQ Office website? Awesome. How often are you all going in and actually updating the information on your website? Either monthly, Karen's doing it now that she's in training. Updating what? So updating photos, updating your About Me, putting blog posts on, making sure that your links are going to the right places. I would suggest at least every other month. So seasonally, you should be going in and updating the photos so that they reflect seasonally what's happening. Anna, you actually are going to be doing that in the back IQ office. Anna asked, how do I set up a new customer portal and send out a drip campaign? And what I'm going to do is that actually is a really good question, and I want to make sure you have the resource for that. But I also don't want to take too much of your time because I told everyone that we'd be done in about 30 minutes, and we're just about there. Lori, it's so nice to meet another person in training. Good job. So if you have questions about specific things on our platform, we do have a YouTube channel, and you can actually go in that YouTube channel and you can search. So you can actually search for portal, and all of the information about portals comes up underneath that. You can also look at playlists. You can also see all of our webinars, so you can see videos that have come up. Here's the webinar for this morning. We post all of our information and all of our webinars here. You can always use that as a resource. We also go on Facebook, and we have a Facebook group called Realistic Users. And if you join us here, you can absolutely ask questions and on how to do things. Lori, the videos are all updated as of within the last 12 months, yes. You hear my lovely voice in all of them. And there are always new videos going out there. So I'm going to go ahead and also put these in the text box for you. So if you're not a part of our Facebook family, or you wanted to become and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get more information, you absolutely can get it here. As leads come in from your website, they do go into your IQ office. You will get notifications in your inbox here, and you can always go to your contacts and leads and go to that lead side and actually see new leads that have come through the system. So the challenge is always keeping things up to date. I do think it's don't need to be changing the design monthly. I think that's a lot of busy work, but I do think at least your header should be getting updated once a season, so every few months. As we get into July and into August, it reminds you that football season is coming up, whether we want it to or not. And then in the fall, you have the fall seasons. There are many photos in there for you to use. So you can actually go in and you can go to holidays. And there are several different holiday banners in there for you to use. So you can say, there's breast cancer awareness, there's summer photos, there are patriotic photos, there are Father's Day, Mother's Day, fall. There's a whole bunch of photos in here for you to use. So at the very least, be updating seasonally. Other questions for me? We're just at about that 30-minute mark. I do want to make sure that we answer all your questions about how to edit your website. Anna, are you a member of our Facebook group? Join, and I'll do a live video for you today so that you can have that. I'll tag you in it if you request to join right now. You're very welcome. So here's the challenge for you all. Before the end of the week, it's a Monday today. You have 5 days to get in, log in, and edit your website. What day of the week are you going to do it? It's really important, I think, that you customize this and you make it feel like you and who you are. We went through this information really fast. So if you blocked out an entire hour for this today, awesome. You can jump in right now and start editing. I'm really excited to see the changes that you make, and I hope you all have a great week.